Feel better already. Now that I think about it, you mentioned seawater. I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
The words, washed away, sound distant and strange suddenly. Somewhere far away, a dog barks.
Snowing? Try again when it's stopped. Wait. Oh, okay, so it's a 1 instead of a 4, but it's a DC 16. So this was actually making a difference. Well, it makes a slight difference, I guess, because if I get a 5, then we succeed on 11, so I guess I'll come back when it's not snowing. There should be a mod, apply flashlight mobility to all held items. That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind slapping people with my bag. You can book pass. Yeah, but we have other stuff to do, so it doesn't really like. Oh.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where is Renee?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
Gone where?
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute cunt.
How did he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guardhouse this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight? Doesn't need handouts?
Guess he was about to head home, 'cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, 'cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Did our conversation about his job pushed him to go there?
No. René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He has doubts, but right now, he just wants to move on and not think about it.
Was he really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that...
He falls silent and looks at you, eyes filling up with tears.
Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
Something mean?
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
You know what happened to his medals?
I took them for myself. Took them to remember that old cunt. Nobody knew him better than I did. And I want to remember that old cunt by something.
Strange how old cunt sounds almost gentle when he says it now.
There's something to remember. Your friend Spy gave him the photograph of Renee and the girl.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny... I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
I offer my sincere condolences.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something. Yes? Yes.
Oh!
He finds comfort in the
Whoops.
thought.
We all got to go sometime, officer. Everyone I
Oh,
love
he likes
is
that. Never
already
mind.
there. Probably waiting for me. I'm not afraid to die. It's been a good run, and I really miss my friends.
We are both very sorry for your loss. Death of a friend is a terrible thing.
It is what it is. Part of life. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
Bye for now.
Host almighty. He's a total bummer now.
Okay, I can't steal his damage from him anymore. Am I missing something? I feel like I had more stuff that gives me rhetoric. Am I wearing it? No? Oh. Oh. Rhetoric and conceptualization start to come by, huh?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Boop.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
I think careers are having a funny time with the new meat and how each item has a different timer for an explode. Yeah, maybe. Hey, you seem like a real successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of our local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you,
Think of it as
Come
an
on.
investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
A guy told me I need money to live, otherwise it's game over and I don't want to die.
A bold move. Let's see if it pays off.
Officer?
I don't even want happiness or unhappiness. I just want I just don't want to die. Or unhappiness.
Tugging at his heartstrings like that, doesn't it feel a bit manipulative?
Okay, officer. I can't leave a man in need like that. How much do you need?
1 million real.
Officer, do I look like I have that kind of money? Be reasonable.
10 real?
All right. This should help you get back on your feet.
Nice, look at that. We could go buy that board game now.
to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I think you may be able to help me decipher some tattoos.
Don't think so.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
Actually, I think we should maybe even get going now.
He clearly does not think poking the hornet's nest.
Okay. Well, I do kind of want to poke the hornet's nest though, but I guess we'll do it in a little bit.
Hola, Wandering Man.
I'm gonna rhetoric this door open, even if it kills me, I don't care. Or not the rhetoric, conceptualization or whatever. That's why Wolf made only sends 3 out of the 5 forward. Oh, interesting.
You're back, but
How many attempts do we have? We have 3 attempts.
you're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown. And
2 more attempts.
you're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not and as it
Okay, last attempt everyone. Let's see if we can do it.
you're back before the cargo container. And as it's always been. You're back before the cargo.
Man, that sucks. I mean, we were like bound to fail on most of those, but still kind of sucks.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be no trouble at all.
Man, I wonder what's in there. Seems like such a cool place. Now I'm gonna go instigate to those guys because that happened.
Mr. Dubois, every worker?
Says 8 drop work only receives 6. Interesting. A member of the board is a living god.
Ha ha ha! Mr. Dubois, so be it. How can I help you today?
I did it, Everard. I made it even shadier.
What?
The brew, the shady brew.
Oh, how could I forget your little side project? Well done, Harry. Well done. Don't even tell me what it was. But good job. I love it when workers take the initiative like this.
I just remember I have to take my vitamins today. My vitamins. I just finished an investigation. I've just finished investigating the local drug trade.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
He refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small nuisance.
My chemist already helped you find a gun.
Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
He'll only do that if I do the thing for him, and I don't want to do the thing for him. What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbour. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Qualsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Most certainly, Harry.
What's a
Nothing
bullet in
brightens my
Hammer's
day
head?
like so they shot him.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard. What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my two little policemen. Godspeed, policeman. By all means, Harry.
I don't wanna. I mean, no, I don't wanna do like his business. Should I do it? Would you recommend doing it, Interact? Should I do it to get my gun?
You're back before the cargo container.
Oh man.
Its drawer has not lessened.
I want the gun. I just want the negative consequences. Alright, collect some signatures. Okay, so you're being evasive, which makes me feel like I shouldn't do it. If anything, what I should do is instigate this guy. Because I failed that other check. I don't have my necktie on.
Right to work! Right.
Are you the
to
mercer hired
work,
by Wild Pines?
sir. Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
His neck muscles tense up. The veins on his neck bulge.
Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking fuck.
He breathes out slowly, his giant chest deflating and his mouth slightly open.
I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now, somewhere above, in the buildings. The man's breathing.
Okay. Honestly, it doesn't him to know that I know, you know?
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk.
Nice. That's my shirt.
You see several. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take
Steal a
unnoticed.
raincoat.
No need to. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles. A colorful.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Wait, if I use this, then I can probably try that check again, right?
Here you go, mister.
Is that how it works? There you are.
There it is. A brave little.
Pull one out of the pack.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Oh yes, Bratan! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Go to Pleasureland! Become a genius!
If you can't find gun before finishing all the quests, you can just go back to Mr. Everard, person that is able to help you find your gun. I mean, should you be able to somehow find your gun without him, though, or...?
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
Dip that bad boy in flame and breathe in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul.
In the bottom right corner of the...
Oh man, that still doesn't let you do this check. I should have smoked beforehand, huh? Oh, but I can buy another point here now. It lets me buy another point. How does that even work? But is that point just gonna be gone when the cigarette effect is over? Well, listen, I really want to get this done, so screw it, man. Good question. Let's see. I guess we'll find out as a team. So this should be at 5.
You're back with... You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown. Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
I got double 6s. Hello, is anybody in there?
The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
A bright smile across the lieutenant's face.
Try again.
There's someone in there. I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Ahoy! Come on in!
Mega rich light bending guy.
You can't be serious.
I can't do anything in here. I can't talk to him. Is this bugged?
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review.
Oh, my money? What the hell? What is going on with my money? Squint.
Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Hello!
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
What you can see of his body appears composed in a sharp summer suit and yacht shoes. Who are you?
Who am I? Oh,
It's
I
Finnish.
haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Diodore, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
Harrier Dubois.
Pleasure to meet you, Harrier Dubois. I must admit, the name suits you very well.
How do you become so rich?
Oh Lord, not this again.
What's the matter, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is. And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Graz. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
Actually, at the level this guy is, it takes several generations to do that. But, alright.
What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work.
Also, hello, son.
You got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
Not really. You're right, capital accumulation has its own reward. Cool, I don't have any interesting replies.
One would imagine living such a high net worth existence is overwhelmingly exciting. But yes, as you now see, it can sometimes just stun you with its boredom.
What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think. By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
We're in Martinez. There's a pretty good hostel here called the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, interesting. I've made quite a few real estate plays over the years. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
Wait, why don't you help them? You've got so much money, it can't make a difference to you.
There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls. Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that.
You travel from place to place via shipping container.
Smart, you know? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, hail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit
hail-proof outerwear
plus after a while. A bit bourgeois.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, those sound pretty tiresome.
Don't get me wrong. They are nice things. But once you achieve a certain level of wealth, your time and mental space become much more important than material goods.
He speaks from the heart. He has very different problems compared to low net worth individuals such as yourself. For example, no problems at all.
So you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle?
What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
You're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money?
Could you please stop asking people for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
But Kim, I also can't afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need the money.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
It gets me almost nothing.
That's the idea, my friend. You've got to work for the rest. Maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
This is a proposal, not a question. These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of money on ludicrous proposals. Ergo, you should come up with a plan that's totally dead in the water.
What if I leave? I can't save, but...
Thanks for stop. Welcome back, gentlemen.
Liberals.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
I only have 1 bonus for conceptualization. So, I'm not going to be able to do much.
Welcome back,
I can have +1, but I have a -2. So the +1 changes nothing for this DC. And I do have 1 skill point we could spend if we wanted to. So that would mean not spending it on other things that we can do here. Like retrying this shiver check, trying this. Oh, we can actually, yeah, I guess we'll do it because then we can do this noid check too. But I should try the. Oh, we haven't already done it, yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll do that, sure. This will make a small amount of difference. It's like we sit on an 11 or whatever.
What can I do for you?
If business planning were really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop.
Okay, so I got this idea for a board game.
Go on.
Brace yourself, it's very high concept.
I'm ready.
It's a pen and paper game where people all over the world can play with each other using radios.
Nicking an idea that wasn't worth anything in the first place and trying to pass it off as your own? How very entrepreneurial. I love it.
Hold on. Have we met before?
Maybe, I wouldn't really know.
No. On second thought, it couldn't have been you. Your idea reminds me of a group of young men who came to me a long time ago, calling themselves Fortress Accident. The name should have been a red flag. They pitched me and a handful of other investors on an idea for a role-playing game that would, in their words, change the world.
Was Fortress Accident like a name for Disco Elysium in like a prototype stage or something? What happened?
Well, at first everything was rosy. The ideas were solid, but they were lacking in... How do I put it? They lacked the will to get things done. As their financial situation became more desperate, their ideas devolved from realistic to absolute insanity. We lost all of our money. High art types never deliver. They're only good for peddling Welkins or whatever creeps they come up with.
I guess the inordinate amount of time they put into drawing mythical creatures did not generate a return on investment.
Wait, where are they now? Did you try to salvage the project somehow?
Sadly, when we got there, it was too late. The concept had run out of steam. only dust remained. What I want to tell you is this. It's a very bad idea. Death in the water. You seem like a reasonable man, but that is not a reasonable plan.
Okay, well, maybe I was wrong. We've all learned something today.
Thank you for your advice.
You're welcome. Now, was there something else I could help you? It was a real pleasure. Sadly though, my current lifestyle prevents me from remaining more than a brief time in any one place. Perhaps we'll meet again, somewhere far away. Farewell, friend, and may your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
No, my money! No! It was called No Twisted Furies Fortress Occident before becoming okay. Wait, that was the entire title? No Truce with the Furies Fortress Occident? Pretty close to Fortress Occident, yeah. This is like a really long title. Oh, bankruptcy sequence. Businesses love silence, the second loudest sound in the world, eclipsed only by the collective screams of market crash victims. Let me whisper to you, do you feel the veil of the sun god slipping? Are the better days gone, or are we entering bankruptcy? Is the company gonna go down and leave you in the gutter with the rest of the dredge? Delivering parcels for soup money? You need a crisis manager out of this. I'd consider this one if I had a skill point left, but we don't.
You see several A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here.
You can see it in old news. No Twisted Furies is the Archmedic Arbitrary. I heard that this was the name. I didn't know the Fortress Occident part though. Well, it's been dubbed fantastic realism by novels set in the same universe. Wait, is there a novel in this world? Let's take a look at what we gotta do. We can go try this conceptualization check again. I guess I can't get this done because I didn't dare talk to the guy about it. No idea where to find the last armor piece. No idea to find a murder weapon. Hold the spirit, search for signals, solve the egghead puzzle. I guess I should talk to egghead again. Can do that one. We need to wait for nighttime for this one. I guess I'll check this. Oh. Scared and Terrible Air book. Wonder if it's translated anything now. Oh, was it not translated before? Estonian only. Ah, okay.
Haha. Nothing like the gratitude of a...
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news.
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen a woman with red hair who seems to be on the run?
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days. looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
The lieutenant takes.
Good.
Get all the traps.
Okay. And?
One of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yeah, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow?
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Are you sure you've exhausted all the alternative explanations?
Of course we have.
Wait, Morel. He may have a point. We have an obligation to rule out other hypotheses.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. But what other explanation could there be? Pardon me. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently. Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
The open alternative theory about the missing locusts. I insulted morale. Something with a trap. Kunos hooligan. Consider alternatives.
You have your suspicions, but nothing you can form into a viable explanation.
Oh no, I rolled double ones. Yes, I did. Maybe the locusts ate themselves.
Auto-cannibalistic locusts. I appreciate your unconventional thinking, officer. But really, cryptids aren't your area of expertise.
It's okay, dear. Most
Oh, rare double one. Well, nothing I could have done could have changed that, so...
The Copper NATO is back. What do you want?
I talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present. Titus did his best, but his men are a bit unsettled.
Yes, they're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Punch him on the shoulder.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon.
The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what? That they don't?
Yeah. Like you've been up against ceramic armor.
Wait, did I discard that thought? I think I did, huh? Yeah, I did.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
This Krell's bad news, you know that, right?
So are the local gangs, the fucking Barmy army, and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Don't forget, we're listening in on their communications. Their shit is way apart.
Does anyone know if can I actually find all the armor pieces right now? Did I miss something? Is there like a thing I haven't done? I know Kuno said he threw some of them into the river, but I can't recover anything from the river as far as I can tell. Or into the lake, ocean. Joyce said they've gone rogue, nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen? What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, you got one more gun on your side. Once I find mine, I lost it.
We don't need you, or your lost gun. We all have our guns. We'll just use those if it's okay with you.
Lost gun or not, you're going to need help. We are offering it.
Okay, I accept the offer, but I'll believe it when I see it.
He appreciates it, but can only...
Yeah?
Because I'm getting pretty low on things to do right now, which makes me think that maybe I should be found the ceramic armor already. You can get one more piece later. Okay, so it's later. Thank you.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
Continuously nothing.
Alright, let's see here. Just leave. No, don't do that. I think all our stuff is by the church now, basically.
Oh, hey, man. Goodbye.
Goodbye, officer.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Next I saw on Auric Canarius Miss Love, harden up your lecture.
Aggressive, monotonous, but also somehow sacrum, primitive, yet futuristic, like a machine, man.
I rolled
Nothing
one
exists
too little.
but the here and now. All are one. Man, my rolls have been pretty shit today, honestly.
Yo, man. What's...
We're close. True.
Okay.
Hard. Full. It's
Two.
hardcore. Skibbity.
Your cop train.
We're close. True. It's hardcore.
2,
Skibbity.
1.
Your cop train.
Ending of chapter 2. Oh, is that what, is it, oh, this area is chapter 2? Gotcha.
We're close. True. Hard.
1, 2, 2.
Spinning out and the modular. We're close. True. Hardcore.
1, 2,
Lucky.
1.
We're close. True.
1, 2, 2.
Spinning out and the modular.
Okay.
We're close. True.
1, 1, 2.
We're close. True.
1, 1, 1, 2.
Good morning, yeah.
2.
Yekokata is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural megaproject in the extreme southeast of the Gradian Isola. It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of fertilizer. An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth, intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
And this is officially what I call chapter 1 all for opening the bridge, chapter 2 before shiver check on the wall, and chapter 3 everything after. Okay, gotcha.
We're close. True. Hard. Hardcore.
1, 1, 1, 2.
Good morning, yeah.
I
1,
mean,
2,
I think
3.
this really doesn't have anything to do with the case.
It's the message, so listen and you will see. No. We're close. True. Hardcore.
1, 1,
internally
1,
coherent.
1, 2,
Gotta get the people.
2.
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
What is party boy?
Party 20.
There is a place far away in Cutler, beyond a certain latitude, known as Winter's Orbit, where there are
I love this guy.
25
Hardcore.
hours in a day. It is a tremendously cold place, abandoned to drunks and failed rock stars, full of Eternite, depression, and half-finished ski-flying hills.
He's basically MC. It's just MC. They put MC into a video game. Hardcore to the mega.
We're close. True. Hardcore. Internally all core. Gotta get the people. I'm the party. 2 on a We're close. True.
1, 1, 1,
internally
1,
Gotta get the
2,
people.
1.
We're close. True.
1, 1, 1, 1.
All right. Gotta get the
2,
people. I'm the party
2,
boy. It's 2 on a We're close.
That captain's game by a large margin.
True.
1, 1, 1,
internally
1,
He
1.
furrows.
Hardcore. The
2,
question is, what's
2.
We're close. True.
1. Okay, I'm missing. 1, 1, 1.
He furrows his.
The question is,
2.
what is the question? What's that?
Okay, also the 2.
We're close. True. Hardcore. Internal.
He furrows.
The question, what's that? We're close. True.
He furrows.
Is it though?
2.
We're close. True.
He furrows.
But is it? I mean, really?
The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Hey, can you please route sonar signal through the speakers?
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
It's cheap if I no doubt about it. It's on the ground.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Man.
Oh no. We're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry. I have an adapter for it right here.
I thought we would have to go get an adapter from somewhere.
Hang on. This is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg the music.
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Arno for just a sec for a special scheduled event. The Arno will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music.
How do you like it in the church?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place!
Makes sense.
The first page of the second chapter!
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51.
Hello, Alginade, what's up?
Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's proto, not hardcore at all.
Wow! Culture cop!
Not using 6.3 millimeter? What the hell is that for?
For a moment, you almost think
Culture
he's going
cop.
to put his hand down, but that would be ludicrous.
I think you might be right, but how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Try to think of anything, Try to think if anything could make it, harder core.
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
As your mind works, the beat recedes from your ears. You hear your own blood pulsing through your head, nourishing your thoughts with oxygen. The rhythm is familiar.
The voice acting is great. Think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
You feel the movement of blood through your head.
The abstract shapes swelling in the foreground have done so in vain. This is a core matter. The answer, in the double kick that moves the milliliters through your mind. The dark thud is the source of all rhythm, the inspiration behind mathematics. The hardcore.
My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
That was especially like a question. I thought, the question, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's more like to hinder us. Nothing, me being the police isn't going to help us.
Oh, yeah!
Maybe your body can tell you what Arno van Eyck's jam is missing to make it hardcore. Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as thought reading.
Yeah! Reversion imperative!
Unless you were thinking Reversion imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with Eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
But I was thinking Ravishal imperative.
That's fucked up, man. Lying like that.
How did you know? I didn't even get a check. Do you know it's a thought reader? Oh, it might have been a hidden check. No thought reader, you're a communist.
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Yeah! With a rebel yell!
Best not to be a communist. Having extreme views on issues is detrimental to understanding all sides.
Oh, sure. I can do that. If you want that, I can avoid taking a stand.
Please don't turn him into a moralist. I don't even know what to say to that.
Don't be a moralist. Wait, what am I saying? You should consider your choice carefully and rationally.
Aye! It's time to compromise!
Always one shouldn't get too hasty with their decision making.
I'm swiftly
You feel Jermaine Egghead's smile is too enthusiastic. But it'll have to do for now.
Is her real name Jermaine?
Darkcord Hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
L'amour, la compassion, la autodiscipline.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck. Feels good, like a spark of life.
Okay, physical instrument is this thing.
Vibration, a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles. He stands on stake. The other real deck is empty. Kate, you know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's alone. And in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
It's not move like it's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody, a good melody is what makes the song really stick, that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I was thinking you would know. No worry, I'm not gonna become some sort of anodic cop too. I've got enough copper types already.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about anodic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
He feels ashamed. He can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll look into it. In an official capacity, it's up to the police to make the beats go harder.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Oh, Dan Slacker, what's up?
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam. Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, I've been there.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that! I could have said that!
And the mosaic sidewalk. But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
It feels cold.
Does it?
Check it off.
Anyway, that's all your...
Copman!
So there's a tape hidden in a tree, I guess? I don't remember seeing a tree though. This is a tree right there. Oh, this is a tree? These are trees. Ooh, do you think this could be the mercenary lady? That would be crazy, right?
The woman looks.
Wouldn't that be totally whack? Is it this tree? I don't know where this tree is supposed to be. Am I being misled? So I'll take 27C. I'm at 12 here. But it feels really, really hot. I think that's because it's like there's no wind and it's like humid outside. So it's like I'm warm with my hoodie on, but if I took the hoodie off, I'd be cold.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action, pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit.
Papa's bad to the bone, Kuno, rotten to the core.
Kuno's part is. You're just shit at life. Kuno doesn't...
Okay, well, I don't know where that thing is supposed to be hanging, so I guess I'm just gonna go buy it from the guy. I feel like it should have popped off when I was like standing under any of these trees. If it was actually here. Oh, found it.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches. Just like promised, you've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes of lorries and carriages.
Good hawthorn.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102, underneath a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant. You tree-hugging pansy.
Whoa.
The bronze ribbon twists around and within the branches in an intricately natural pattern. But there's something.
What do I see?
There's a twisted logic in this mess. You see the ends of the ribbon, the way it flows, how it twists and turns. It's all starting to make sense. It'll be easier to remove now.
Disentangle the tape.
Like an immaculate labyrinth, the magnetic tape twists and turns.
I rolled double once again?
You just can't get it loose. All you've done is make your fingers bleed. The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Songes Lane. A winter.
Now I need to find a way to get 40 XP or just buy the tape, I guess. Is it third or fourth unlucky check today? I mean, it's like fifth or sixth or something. But it's a second double one.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types.
If you say so, but you better stay away from those immoral.
That's what we just bought.
The porter reel. Large letters on the front form a title. Wirral. The colorful box is illustrated with bucolic vistas. The cover art also features odd-looking humanoids, some short, some taller, some with pointy ears, others with ephemeral wings.
Examine the box.
Text underneath the title in smaller typeface reads, 3rd edition, Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel adds a sword and sorcery adventure board game with new maps and miniatures.
Shake the box.
Mysterious things rattle inside. What could they be? Dice? Plastic miniatures? A fantastical alternate world full of magic and wonder? None of that witless man from Heimdall, fascist dross, hidden behind faux realistic allegory. Ural is no cliché-ridden apologia for colonial violence. Ural is pure imagination. It's not. It's for pansies. The man from Heimdall is way more awesome.
Look at the back.
A blurb on the back reads, tired of the tedium and toil of modern life? Escape to Ural. Leave behind e-solas and nations with their petty squabbles. Discard electricity, magnets, and boring technological widgets. Succumb to a world of high pasternal fantastique. Unleash your imagination and create an adventure of endless possibilities. Discover the terrible secret threatening Ural. Can your band of adventurers save the world?
Yeah, we're ready to take on the challenge.
Exactly. That's the spirit. All you have to do is read an intricate rulebook, study an assortment of maps, unfold the illustrated game board, and start rolling dice. In no time, you could be romping through grasslands with low-level characters, hunted by Iskala riders, or battling unspeakable monsters in endless dungeons fraught with danger and despair, conjuring up forceful magics to aid your quest.
Open the box.
You pry open the box. Inside, you find a folded-up map, a small booklet, a 24-sided die, and a little plastic figurine. A colorful box.
We'll come back to this if we have time tonight, I guess. Doesn't like it gave us anything like immediately.
Hello again, esteemed.
Hello again. I'm a woman.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, talk to Egghead. He plugged in your cable. You can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum! Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think what Egghead is trying to say is that the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting.
Born ready. Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. The church seems cold and large, somehow. There's tightness in your chest. Anxiety.
Hold on for a moment.
What?
Never mind, let's do this. I'm ready. Woo!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you. Not in the speakers. Not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
There's an alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan surroundings. A slight rattle like crystal shattering in the cupboards fills the air. Join the chorus.
It's getting louder.
This noise, his eyes riveted on the strange circle of water basin.
Oceana! Mother of Mega!
You hear Egged yell, then something else, but his voice is growing faint.
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
It was in me at first.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
The glass from Dolores' Dave's vacant heart appears to be vibrating from the sound, almost as if she is alive.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
A screech fills the air, screams of wood and nails. The pillars of the church twist and creak above you and around you.
Down to us! Love!
Below it, all the bass grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound benevolent at all. It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Everybody, don't panic. It's beautiful.
Beautiful car! Beautiful life!
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you?
I wonder if you're
Yes! I've turned it off! Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop.
Nice.
This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Hey, whatever you do, don't stop it.
But then it stops.
Oh.
Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock.
Hardcore.
Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
No!
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady.
Fucking
Tell
hell.
me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
What was that? I've never heard anything like that.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
You're going to write Sulislav?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear.
that it wasn't her fault, or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording, although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
What happens now? Are you going to...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Sulispov. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive. You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you, you know. The person you were knows.
Heard of the Doom Commercial Area, investigated Doom Commercial Area, heard of Motorway South, heard Motorway South complete, Cup of the Apocalypse, okay. Dude, if I roll another one here, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna save. I'm not dealing with another one.
What is it?
You don't have to.
Oh.
You already have. A long time ago.
Wait, how?
These thoughts formed in you somewhere, in a long forgotten discussion, behind a kitchen table, in the evening light. Drinking coffee and smoking, with a friend.
Sona, it is the origin point of the Pale.
What?
The Swallow, it's how it starts. It's baby Pale.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
That comforts her.
No, we are 20 meters from the very edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you. You have her full, undivided attention.
Ooh.
The lieutenant's, too. He takes his glasses off.
The Pale is only an effect, a transition between the world and that.
Then, what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing.
It's less than nothing.
No.
The final rest state for reality. Imagine if all this, spread your hands, never was.
Then the Pale is...
Simply a gradient, simply curdling milk.
But the milk, it clearly hasn't started curdling yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day when it's larger, it will be. All this, yeah.
I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mold. Erupting in points inside the world.
No, this is one of those places.
According to this, how long?
Until it starts swallowing, it's already started. Starting with sound.
And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects, in addition to sound and data?
An intellectual hunger fills her now, casting fear aside.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM
knows how to think this.
I didn't form in a church formed around it.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus, or a containment facility of some kind, built by the first settlers.
Yes, acting on an instinctual level or religious practices we've forgotten.
I have considered the same. The bad news is, there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of provincial settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but...
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
All the failed businesses in the Doom commercial area, all the failures in Martinez.
You think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even, say, software development?
She already made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
All the failed businesses and ideologies, there's something wrong here.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
I should have people still working in there know about this. They might be affected.
You mean Plaisance and the dice maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
Yeah, both of them deserve to know.
Then go tell them.
I think I've had this thought before, that's how I know it.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure.
Stranger things.
This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
I love how all the side quests are connected with each other and even the main quest. Yeah, and they, like, everything kind of flows nicely into each other.
Yes, it is very interesting.
Like
but I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
Oh yeah. Oh, bad like that. Come on. You're like doing one side quest and you're like unlock another one. And then they like kind of solve each other. One day all the world will be like that 2mm hole.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest, some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll...
Man, you will certainly sound mad.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
Like, we started that doomed industrial complex or whatever thing in like the first day or whatever. The club is the only thing keeping this place together and the rest of reality together.
I wouldn't go so far as to...
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out!
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthropomedic detection to perform in this district.
I do have one mystery that still needs solving. The radio ghost in the doomed commercial area's electronic doorbell.
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that when we worked there, but I had completely forgotten about it ever since. It must be anthroponetic crosstalk, the one you get in radios and long-distance calls. Now it makes sense, with the pail right on the doorstep.
Incredible. This would also explain why we get it on the police radio all the time.
Anthroponetic crosstalk?
It's quite common, actually. When the signal gets routed through pail, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation, or the voice of your former lover, or an echo of an event that took place 100 years ago. Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories belong to. You could hear anything.
That makes sense. Thanks for explaining it to me.
Anytime.
Someone's been walking around in your dreams lately looking for something, tidying up, rearranging, storing away all the unrealized dreams, putting old paints in boxes. The worst nightmares have settled down for a while. A spotlight on the bedroom door after dark, the fluttering eyelids in the spring sun. A thought that arises only to despair again, and yet there's this pattern emerging. Okay, I gotta get this one. It means I won't be able to get that thing out of the tree, but that's a... I really want this one. This was quite rare. Yeah, I imagine. That's why I really want it. I think maybe we replace the Jamrock Shuffle. Is there anything good I'm gonna get with the Jamrock Shuffle? Like, is it worth it, generally speaking? This as it just gives you double the amount of money from containers. Oh, I think it's worthless. Yeah, probably. That sucks. Well.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
You close your eyes.
But just imagine the moves you could...
Puts a grin on your face just to think about. Salvation.
Goodbye, officer.
Goodbye, officer.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Analyze the beat. On my mind is putting this shirt on.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Dedicated, hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it. This is for your posse. They got to keep it up. They got to move. You are the major mic enforcer.
What am I even doing right now? I should have read the check. I just clicked it because I didn't know if I would succeed or not. See the sunshine, we ain't stopping. Keep on dancing till the world ends. Maybe that? It's that or the DeLorean one? Ah.
If you fear it, let it happen. Keep on dancing till the world ends.
I found a radio transceiver.
So your cop ways came through again. Impressive. Let's see what you got.
I found this in an office by the harbor. I used a perfect adequate transceiver.
An ordinary white-collar transceiver joins the hardcore underground. Yeah, this should do nicely.
A nice story to tell himself. But don't forget, it really is just a normal, run-of-the-mill transceiver unit.
Not only have you internalized the hardcore aesthetic, you've also contributed to it. How hardcore could you possibly become? Low-core people come around you to correct your typos. It's hardcore here, hardcore there, hardcore in a third instant. What's going on? Those aren't the typos, man. That's how core hardness works. If you don't know hardcore from our happy hardcore, what the fuck are we even talking about? I mean, this one seems like it's pretty hard to get to, I guess. But I don't know what I would replace it for. It would have to be one of these three, I guess.
Alright, Lawfarer, we're ready to do this. I have to warn you though, once we commit, there's no stopping until we've seen it all the way through. No pauses, no second chances. This is our shot. You got it?
I'm just checking something.
So any cop prep you gotta do, you do it now. We'll wait if we have to.
Did you say we need some kind of power supply?
Don't sweat that. Egg found something down near the waterlock. Some maniac abandoned a perfectly good power source.
That maniac is obviously you, which makes the power source your half-sunken Caprice 40.
Wait, is this another moment of no return or something? You mean the motor carriage that crashed into the bay?
That explains why it was covered in cop colours. Whole thing's totaled. But lucky for us, the engine on the back is still perfectly good. All I have to do is run a cable from the engine up the Centaur Man's Memorial. It won't last forever, but it should buy us enough time to get you synced up with the big bad.
I remember this dialogue, interesting. What kind of cop prep do I need to do?
How should I know? It's up to everyone to...
At the very least, you should make sure...
Personally, I'm gonna make sure I do what you have to. Hardcore shit! Like Egg said.
It said like once we do it, there's no turning back. $45 XP. Alright, I'm just gonna try to get this door open.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Oh, the door's shut tight. How can you get in there?
We don't get in there.
Come on, we even got into the light-bending guys container, but you're saying we can't get in here?
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
Well, that's who I am, who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life.
Door? One more door. God damn it, it cannot be a disgrace. That door on the coast, you remember the one, right? The one that leads to the abandoned supply depot? Why in the name of all that holy does it not open? Why? There has to be a way to get through that unopenable door. By gods, you're a police. All doors that are supposed to open before you. What would the others at the precinct think if you can't open a goddamn door? Oh, that one seems nice to have as well. That actually gives us access to the other side. don't get where I don't get if I missed this or not, but we have the where I can try wait a moment to retry this one again. Interesting. We can do the shiver trick again. I don't know where the boardwalk for bullet races is. I ran all up and down the boardwalk over and over again, and it doesn't seem to have done anything.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. Life is garbage.
So I assume this is the boardwalk, right? But I've already ran this place like 8 times by now. Am I missing something here? Like, is this not the boardwalk? And I figured this is a good sniper position, but I can't get up there. I guess that's probably where we get if we do that check. It's not in the trash, I don't think.
There's some tear. Too and
a trash.
He shakes his head. Whoever tossed. You see, it's no.
Maybe it is on the roof, and we can only do it once we continue the quest. Oh, what's this? It's after. Okay, thank you.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Yell ho into the slit.
There's no echo and no answer.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Kim and Ed was down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we can find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
So we gotta head up here. Gotta get closer, I guess.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
And
welcome to crime.
I have something to tell you. I found the actual source of Doom.
What do you mean, the actual source? Are you talking about the third presence?
She remembers. Good.
Yes, the presence, the entity, the malicious energy, however you may call it.
She who has many names. I imagine things must be rather bleak for you to return to me. Tell me, what have you found?
My investigation has led me to discover a 2mm entroponetic hole in reality. That's the source of Doom, both in the commercial era and in Martinez.
A what?
A tiny hole in reality. It may be connected with a pale and origin point of sorts. It would explain why historically so many things have ended in failure here in Martinez.
Ma'am, what he's saying is true. We found an entroponetic anomaly in the small Pinewood church down the coast. I don't mean to be an alarmist, and more research is needed, but it's not looking good.
But that's not in any of the ancient texts. How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that?
Tell her the truth. It's out of her hands.
Tell her the truth. The rhetoric tells me to tell her the truth. You can protect it with hope by refusing to give up. That's what people have done in the past, by building a church, a place of worship around this thing.
You're right, officer. I mustn't lose faith, especially now that Annette is finally settling in at school and making friends. No, we can't just leave. Besides, didn't I have some Sailite hope catchers around here somewhere? I must find them. Everything will be all right if I can just find them. Thank you for your help in any case.
How do I keep like seeing things every time I go in here?
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
I think I actually found the actual source of the
I
curse.
thought we agreed that the curse isn't real.
Yeah, well, about that.
I'm listening.
Just say it. There's a 2mm hole in reality located in a church on the other side of the canal. I think it may be related to the Pale.
Excuse me? A 2mm hole in reality? This can't be true.
I'm afraid it is, ma'am. Sona Lukanen killed the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this?
Let's take this involved. Shutter from your headphones.
So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
That's what I've preached the whole time and no one listened.
A curse is something superstitious, but a 2mm hole in reality? We all know what it means. It's pale. In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully.
Found a 2mm hole in the world. I am all in the world. Alright.
Oh,
come on.
it's you again.
With all my shitty
Are you
failures
looking
today,
for a die?
please.
Aside from getting naked, you're not sure what else to do. The building holds no more.
Maybe I should just go to Everard and get my gun and then kill someone. Maybe I should just become a murderer. Gaston, ho ho ho. Yeah, I need a little bit of XP before I can do that tape thing. Maybe I get XP if I advance on my thoughts. Okay, what else am I realistically doing right now? I don't know how to learn about the tattoos. The race thing I'm not dealing with. Hold on a second. What was that? It was a phone call. From my mother? Is that always when I went to write something? Yeah, that is kind of bright, huh? I wonder how bright this is compared to like my old stuff. I feel like that's the one thing I don't necessarily really like about the OLED stuff is that like the whites are so bright. Was your mom asking if you want some candy? No, she said she found some running shoes and she was curious if I could look up the prices online and what my shoe size was. And I had to be like, oh, I think it's 47.5, but I'm not sure. Because I forget every time I order shoes. So I was looking up my email because I ordered some shoes a while ago, but I couldn't find the shoe. Oh yeah, it was 47.5, yeah. Nice. Good to know. Okay, final armor pieces. Apparently that's afterwards. Find the murder weapon. Don't know about this. Hold on to the spirits and wait for a signal. We're doing that. This one we can do, but apparently it's like a moment of no return. Loser, 13 US shoe size. Shad size, 14 US shoe size. But it's 47.5. This one we can do later tonight, I guess. If we have another night. I don't even know how many nights I have before stuff starts going really bad. To get to the island, I think I have to finish that mystery. It means we need to level up once, I think. Ruby left the village, went up the coast, explore coast for signs. Oh yeah, we already know about that. And then there's this thing. But I need more XP to do either of those things. Ideally. I mean, we could half-ass it and buy the tape, I guess. Should we just do that, probably? And let's just buy a tape. 47.5 is 13 US, okay.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
We must have some Easter chocolate today. Oh, nice. My mom gave me this. It's an Easter, like a scratch ticket thing. We can just sell any tapes.
Tapes? You mean like music tapes? No, music is out. Don't listen to music. I sell extremely cool sunglasses if you want to get your mojo going.
Right, so you have no idea whatsoever where I can find tapes.
Tapes? Tapes are everywhere. They're worthless. Kids throw them in the trees. There's one in the bushes, right behind this lorry.
Look at Giga Scratch your neighbor, what a sick cunt. I had to buy like 200 on the kids anyway, might as well, 200 on the kids anyway, might as well buy it myself one. Wait, what do you mean? It's a glorious scratchy advent calendar, that was nice.
No one would ever throw a good pair of high-quality plastic sunglasses in the bushes, mister.
To the west, dark brown ribbons of tape hang from the tree, flowing in the wind.
Oh, okay. I spent 200 on Easter chocolate for my nieces and nephews. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of money.
You should have a look. It's better than nothing.
Oh, so I gotta retry?
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. A wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic tape flutter.
The multi-tool is truly multi. Cast magnetic dice. I can't. Chocolate is expensive this year, oh. Did I already have a tape? Was that part of the thing I was told?
The porter-reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying push. Come on.
This isn't Revachol.
The harbor.
Never mind.
Never.
The lieutenant pressed.
I think we've.
Never mind. That's not it. Empty cassette case, okay.
The porter reel is.
Was that there before? I just remember that we like tore like a bunch of torn tapes on our floor. Maybe now I can go grab that thing. Maybe I got a +1.
The gnarled hawthorn tree
God.
on Rue de Sol.
What do I do? What do we do? Do I just wait?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinket. All the old. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assault.
How do you get 700 money?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I...
If I get a skilled interface thing, then we can do 2 things, I guess. Oh, we can do 3 things, apparently. I don't know what this one is, though. But the interface in Jack doesn't even show up on this. This map is so buggy, man. There's probably some checks I'm missing because they're not showing up here and I forgot where they were.